Hi guys, John Jones from the Reddish Rascals here. Just a quick video to show you what I'm sowing this month in January. It's a bit later than I usually do, but with work and home commitments, it's taken a bit of a toll on seed preparation and stuff. So first off, I'll show you what I'm going to be sowing and with what, and then we'll get into the sowing. Okay. So guys, hope you can see this. Sorry, I'm still getting better from not being well. First of all, here we've got the Zebrun shallots. Never grown banana shallots before, so I'm going to give it a go because we use quite a lot in cooking. Then we've got the red karma, red onion. I've never tried this variety before. I normally do red baron or Brunswick red. I might get some more of them later on, see how these germinate. Then we've got the white Stuttgart, which is a flatter onion. And then we have Alistair Craig, which is a good cooking onion. And then last of all, which are the exhibition onions, which are really big, hopefully. And then finally, we've got two chilies. We've got a jalapeno and a hot habanero orange chili. I'm going to get these started, and then the onions should take about between 5 and 10 days to germinate. As soon as they do, they'll come off the heat, which I'll show you in a minute. And I will then be planting my tomatoes, which I'm having Moneymaker as my main tomato, and a yellow golden sunrise. They're going to be my main croppers. I've got to get my cherry tomatoes, but they're going to be in the next couple of weeks or so, once I've got all these up and about. So when I plant the chilies and the tomatoes, I'm going to thin them out quite a lot because I don't know how many seeds are in each, so we'll see what goes on first. So that's what I'm going to be sowing today, and here's what I'll be sowing the seeds into. This is my Garlands Super 7. It comes with the quarter trays. It fits 7 of them quite easily, and they also come with their own individual propagator lids, which is great for starting seeds off at this temperature. It's also heated from the bottom, which will help with germination, especially for the chilies and the tomatoes later. This soil has been sieved, and it's a peat-based compost because I had rubbish germination last year with non-peat-based compost. So I'm going with it again this year because I've never had any problems in the past. So I'm going to sow the seeds in these and put the lids on, and then as soon as they start germinating, the onions will be taken off the heat and put on a cold Garlands tray, which you can have water from the bottom. And then once they've hardened off from that, they'll get hardened off into the cold greenhouse of the allotment, so that it's a slow progress, so that they don't go into temperature shock too much. So I'll crack on with this and update you when it's done. So guys, as you can see, I've now planted all the onion seeds, which are very similar, all the black ones there. I think there's about 150 seeds per little green tray of the different varieties, and to be surprised, I'll mostly use most of them, to be honest, even if I just use them as small spring onions when they first start off. Just the weaker ones. And then I can't believe this, the jalapenos, I actually only got 8 seeds, and the habaneros, that's what I expect to see in a seed packet for chilies, but to get 8, that's disgusting. And I think they were £4 for them, so it's like 50 pence a seed, and germination rates are only between 70 and 80% for these seeds, so I believe. So I'm not happy about that, but we'll give it a go. So I've pre-watered these trays beforehand, and I'm going to cover them with dry compost now. And what will happen is I'll pat it down, and a process called osmosis will happen. So the dry compost will draw the moisture up from the wet compost below, which will give a good air seal and moisture seal around the seeds, ready for start germination. I won't water these now till they start showing through, at least 50% of them. I'm going to put the lids on like this, and they're going to go onto a sunny windowsill. They're not going to be in the shed, so that they've got sun and moisture. I've closed the vent holes on the top so any condensation will run back down in, so that they're basically self-watering till they're ready to germinate. Hopefully they won't rot. They haven't in previous years, but you never know. Anyway, that's what I've sown today, ready for the madness of spring. Look forward to